those plush stuffed animals that's an alligator, it's usually green. So we grow up thinking that alligators are supposed to be green, when in fact they are black. And when they're babies, they usually have little yellow stripes. And Sarah, being a baby, still has her yellow stripes. You're upstaging me here just a little bit. Do you mind? So Sarah, when we got Sarah, you saw the little white alligator? That one's about 7 inches long. That's how big Sarah was when we got her. She was a little bit bigger than her back leg. And she's now 4 years old. She's grown a lot in 4 years. But most people, when they see a 4-year-old alligator, they expect something quite a bit bigger. We are having her grow at the slower end of the range, where if she was on an alligator farm being farmed for her meat or her skin, they would feed her as much as they could every day. They just pack the food to them because they want them to grow as fast as they can in the shortest amount of time. So
does their growth rate have anything to do with the size of their enclosure?
No.
No.
It's with the amount of food that's being fed to them.
Just that.
So they will outgrow an enclosure without problem if they're given enough food. In fact, we're keeping her at the slower end of her growth rate. She still outgrows her containers.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I have a friend who has an 18-year-old alligator that's 6 feet long. Perfectly healthy, just not huge. So in the wild, they're going to grow slower than they would on an alligator farm. I want to be able to handle her and use her in my programs as long as possible. So by keeping her small, I'll be able to handle her. Now, because she's a female, maximum weight would be 400 pounds. I could keep her as an adult at around 160 pounds. So that's the weight range. On the males, they get 850 to 1,500 pounds. So when we found out Sarah was a girl, we were really happy. Because a 400-pound alligator is so much easier to move than a 1,500-pound alligator.
How do you determine whether it's male or female? You have to do DNA or?
No, there's a way that you check by checking their vent. And normally they have to be about 4 feet long before you can really check. And we have a friend who's a veterinarian, and he said, I saw this at a veterinary convention. Let me try this other way. And he started, fiddling around down there, and he went, oh, it's a girl. And the reason why he knew it was a girl, because there were no boy parts. It's, a process of elimination. So you guys want to pet her?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Cool. There's real animals.
At what point would you need to have some protection around the mouth?
Well, Grendel, who is
wonderful.
6 feet long, she's 6 feet long and 18 years old, and belongs to a friend of mine. We still don't need to use any. She's just she's used to this. Alligators are not smart. Their brain is about the size of their eye, and so.
Cool.
Isn't she awesome?
Feel her foot.
Yeah, feel the bottom. I love the bottoms of her feet.
Oh, yeah. Neat.
It's softer than I would have thought.
Yeah. Now with alligators, what I've noticed is that when I go in to get her in the morning, alligators and possums are about